The next one is Alamex. So can we break down how that works, right? And that's something that, as I told you off camera, I'm like, hey, I love using this platform right here. It's one of the easiest ways for me to get the nice swap with less slippage and everything. Every token
Mhm.
seems to be on there. So can you break down how Alamex works and a little background on it?
I can try. I didn't build it, but I know how it works, and I'm glad to hear you using it. It is the best swap router on Algorand,
Mhm.
possibly in the whole of crypto. Who knows? We haven't tested it, but so what it does is it'll take whatever tokens you want to swap, and it'll go check all of the liquidity pools across all of the protocols. That's Pact, Folks, Tiny Man, even still AlgoFi, because those pools still have money in them.
Hey, Algorand. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
sometimes people will see that. You do a swap between USDC and Bank, and you're like, how? Um, and then we give people the best rates. There's no token gating. You don't need to hold a number of our
Mhm.
token to use it or to get the preferential rates or anything like that. And we have the lowest fees out there. So we just revamped the UI for it yesterday. I think it was
Mhm.
yesterday or the day before. Arthur, one of our amazing developers, revamped the UI, so it's even easier and nicer to use. And it has limit orders too, so you don't have to just swap right then. You can put a limit order in for the specific price with an expiry date if you want. And when that happens and that price gets reached, it'll do the swap through the router as if you were doing it then and there. So it's
Mm.
there's great functionality in it. It's really, really powerful what you can do. And our auto compounding farms use that router to swap your rewards back into LP tokens. So it's kind of the kind of nerve center of everything that happens on our site goes through the router.
Makes sense. Yeah. So, real back to the auto compounding. Um, so auto compounding, right? You said they use Alamex to swap back in. So, so the contracts are also claiming your tokens for you, like facilitating all of that.
Yeah, so when you opt into one of our auto compounding farms, we'll set up an escrow and your
Mm,
own compounding application. So you get your own smart contract. So
okay.
it's those that do the swaps with the router and then put your tokens back in. So if you look through the transactions, your account is pretty much just the owner of all these things, but it's the
Mm,
compounder, it's the router, and it's ultimately the farm at the other side that do all the work. Your account just gets the rewards for it, just gets the outlay.
okay.
But yes,
How
it's escrow.
often? Yeah. How often does the compounding happen?
So it's up to people however often they want. You can do it from 1 hour, 6 hours, or 24 hours. You do have to put in the fees to cover that though. There's like the algo fees that'll need to be added to cover how much you want to compound. But yeah, and you can change that on the fly if you want to compound on less or more. You can change that as you go. But we found that 6 hours is usually pretty good for most people.